Okay, so this is actually the real part five. I said it was part five the first time, but actually it was part four. Um, but I don't think it was part five. So let me pick up where we left off. The dad was arguing, saying to get out of there because he saw all of the satanic stuff that was going on. Um, and he said it was just full blown satanic stuff. A lot of people that was there. You had family members that were there that were brought in because their family person who belonged in this group, in this society, whatever this was, this grouping, they were brought in too, just like my friend and her dad was, so that her mom could receive the stuff that she signed for in that binder. So they had her signature, they had her mom's signature. They did not have her dad. Her dad started putting up a fight that he does not believe in all this satanic stuff. This is crazy stuff. So the executive producer of the news station took him aside and took him to a different room with some like bodyguard people. And in there, he said that they told him, the executive producer told him, we'll give you whatever you want. Just name it. You say it and name it, and you can get it. But you are causing a problem for your family and for your wife, for Susan. Her name's not Susan, but Susan. And so you're doing this. Don't you love her? Don't you care? Stuff like that. Don't you care? We'll give you whatever you want. And so he told them, like, get out of his face. Y'all fixing to let us all go. We are leaving, and don't get him all mixed up in this stuff. He don't know what's wrong with his wife, but he fixing to leave, and ain't nobody gonna make him stay. And then they was telling him, well, you get sacrificed here. You can get killed here. And he was like, not without Jesus. You ain't gonna do it without Jesus. And so then he said that they, like let him go out of the room. He went back into the kitchen area. You got all these other people that's scared. It's other family people, they're all scared. You have like the henchmen, security guard people guarding doors and stuff. Can't nobody leave out or whatever. He say he went in there and told them, we fixing to get up out of here. He called his wife Susan, let's go. Get, my friend, let's go. Let's get the H out of here. And the being started arguing back with him. You know, you ain't going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. You can, yeah, whatever you want, you can put on this paper, but you ain't going nowhere. Then my friend's dad started quoting scriptures, the stuff that he knew from church. He said when he talked, he said that's all he knew. At this point, all he knew was to start saying stuff that he knew about God and that he knew about Christ, and start saying that, like, that no weapon gonna come up against me type stuff. And he a child of God and stuff like that. He with Jesus Christ. You gotta go through Jesus Christ. He asking for angels to come and help him and all that kind of stuff. So he went off, and that's what he said. We fixing to fight. We are about to fight. This is going down. Mind you, her dad is only like about 5'7", and he's thin. Okay. He said the being was about 8 feet tall. When it stood up, it was about 8 feet tall, and it's huge yet very slender. Okay, so her mom was standing behind the thing. And so the dad was like going towards the door, and he was telling Susan, get, little girl, you get everybody. We fixing to get up out of here. And so then the thing was trying to like argue back and forth. But what he noticed, I don't care what that being did, it would not touch him. And they say people get killed in that instantly. It's always sacrifices going on in that house. It did not touch him. He said he kept putting Jesus Christ to him. It would not touch. He said it got real close, arguing. but it would not touch him. And then finally it said, let him go. And when he said, when that happened, both my friend and him both said the same thing. They moved out of the way to get to the door. When they said that and that door opened up, majority of them people ran out of that house. The ones who had got there with their, from their family members. Meanwhile, my friend's mom was throwing a fit in there, talking about how he messing it up for her life and she hates him and she can't stand him. He won't let her, get the things and do better and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, if you don't come on, while everybody else is running out. And so then the people, the satanic people were like, you just gonna you let him go like that. And then that being, whatever his name is, said, well, he couldn't stop the dad. And he said, let him go. So they can go. I got her. Speaking of my friend's mom. And they left. And it is now maybe 26, 27 years later. And her mom has seen both her dad and her say that they have had at least maybe 30 people to come in to do like exorcisms or some type of deliverance, freedom. Nothing. And she says, they say it's like she's lost her mind. She hasn't lost her mind. She signed herself over to be with that being. And although she did not receive, her whole life went down because of her husband. They are now divorced. The family is totally split. My friend, part of her journey, she ended up marrying a warlock. She saw plagues in her house. A lot of stuff. A lot of things follow her. She sees into the spirit realm. She sees in the second heaven. I got more stories I could tell you about the things that she's talked about. This stuff is real. Her dad, he also has gone through some stuff since then. But her mom, they said they got her. I ain't got her. But while she still has breath, she can claim Jesus Christ and come back and be totally healed. And that is the place where we left off last. So if things happen, things change. And if I'm able to get her to speak here on TikTok, to do some type of thing, I will. And then we'll have more. But thank you for listening to the entire story. And I hope that it has helped someone to understand the power of Jesus Christ, the power of the Word of God. Because that is what ultimately is what made the difference. Because they all were probably going to end up being sacrificed that day. But he started saying the Word of God. And he claimed. And he stood on being a man of God. Christian. So that helped me in my walk. I hope it has helped you.